Dear pastor, the lawyer is working, the lecturer is working, the journalist is working, the doctor is working, the pharmacist is working, the pilot is working, but many think the pastor is playing and needs a real job. You think everyone else in every other profession is really busy, but when it's a pastor, you say, go and look for a job. Well done. We applaud professions that don't offer real value to people but think less of those who do. Footballers earn far more than doctors. Comedians earn far more than teachers. Most pastors earn very little or nothing. And you think that's fine. How has a footballer like Messi helped your life or given you a new hope for living? How has a comedian such as Basketmouth saved your marriage or helped deliver you from addiction or demonic oppression? But pastors are involved daily, bearing the brunts of helping people live a better life, and yet when we see them own few things we behave as though they don't deserve anything. In case you don't know, being a pastor is one of the most demanding and sacrificial work I know on earth. I am a pastor. I have been a pastor for many years now. Who else is supposed to answer such a question? It's always the pastor. Yet in the midst of that, we bring courage and restore hope. But when it comes to a pastor having money, people will frown and wag their tongue against it. And yet the economy is not different for pastors. Everyone else cries, but when a pastor does, he has no faith. Everyone can bring their problems to pastor, but no one asks if pastor has eaten. He should tell it to God. Everyone else can be forgiven when they make a mistake, but pastor's mistakes are unforgivable. And he calls himself a pastor, is always the line. Everyone can be rich but not pastors, else the society will begin to talk. Call him a thief, ritualist or a scammer. You will read headlines, members are poor but pastor is rich, but you won't ever hear of or read when members are rich and their pastor is poor. You think it doesn't happen. Yes, it happens, and it is happening everywhere, every day. We can see them all around us. I have seen a church where many members have big cars but they all drive home without anyone offering to drop pastor and his family home first, not to talk of buying him a car. Do you know that majority of pastors are actually struggling financially, taking multiple jobs and even menial ones to survive? But they won't tell you, especially the ones who probably deserve it more. See, let me tell you, if you see a pastor doing different jobs while in ministry, let your heart be moved favorably toward them and treat them honorably, especially your pastor. Your pastor should have enough time for the congregations instead of going up and down in the labor market. They're sacrificing a lot. Instead of you quoting scriptures to teach the pastors should work, as if pastoring is not hard work already, it should be your desire to be able to care for them to the point where they won't have to do other jobs to survive. Don't join the bandwagons of those who dislike pastors and do all they can to defame them by verbally attacking them physically and on the social medias. Pray for your pastor, support him financially, help him carry the burden of the ministry in your own little way. Always remember what Jesus said in Matthew chapter 5 verse 41 to 42. He that receiveth a prophet in the name of a prophet shall receive a prophet's reward. And he that receiveth a righteous man in the name of a righteous man shall receive a righteous man's reward. And whosoever shall give to drink unto one of these little ones a cup of cold water only in the name of a disciple, verily I say unto you, he shall in no wise lose his reward. God bless you as you obey these instructions. God bless every pastor in the house in Jesus' mighty name.